Today in the kitchen, we're making chicken parmesan. I'm using gluten-free cornmeal and gluten-free flour along with some spices to make the breading for the chicken parmesan. In a bowl, I'm going to mix up the breading. I'm using 1 cup of gluten-free lamb stone ground yellow cornmeal. And then I'm going to add 2 cups of gluten-free flour. I'm using the Just About gluten-free all-purpose flour. And then I'm adding 2 tablespoons of parsley, 1 tablespoon of garlic salt, 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning, 1 tablespoon basil, 1 tablespoon onion powder, 1 tablespoon garlic powder, and mix this all together. I'm going to set this aside for the time being, and I'm going to get a pyrex, and I'm going to add 2 eggs, and I'm just going to take a fork and whisk those together. And then I'm going to add Italian dressing to the eggs. On the back of the Italian dressing, you can see the QR code. You can scan that and it will tell you if there are any allergens, and there are no gluten allergens in this Italian dressing. Add 1 cup of Italian dressing to the 2 whisked eggs. And then mix that all together. And then I'm going to add the chicken to the egg and Italian dressing. I'm using the no added hormones or steroids and no antibiotics chicken breast. And I've cut the chicken up into smaller pieces and made it thinner. You can also use a meat tenderizer and tenderize these. However, I did not do that this time. I'm going to let the chicken soak for a little bit, and I'm going to pour the flour and cornmeal mixture into a baggie. And then in a skillet, I've poured some vegetable oil, and I'm going to heat that up on high. And while that's heating up, I'm going to add some chicken into the cornmeal and flour mixture. I'm going to zip up the baggie, and then I'm going to rotate the chicken around, coating the chicken with the cornmeal and flour mixture. The vegetable oil is getting hot, so I'm going to go ahead and add in the chicken. After I have a couple of pieces in here, I'm going to allow these to get a golden brown on one side and then flip them over to the next side. These have cooked to a golden brown on this side, and I'm going to go ahead and flip them over. cook it on this side for a few more minutes until it's golden brown on this side. Okay, these have gotten to a golden brown on this side, and I'm going to take these off and put them onto a baking pan. And I'm going to go ahead and preheat my oven to 350 degrees. I'm going to repeat the same process of putting the chicken into the cornmeal and flour mixture and then placing it into the oil, cooking it until a golden brown, and then placing it onto a cookie sheet until all the chicken is cooked. The last of the chicken that's been cooked up, I've turned the fire off, and I'm gonna scoot it off that burner and let the oil cool down. And I have the full pan of chicken, and I'm gonna place this into the oven for about 15 minutes. While that's cooking in the oven, I'm gonna get a pot full of water and bring that to a boil. When that starts boiling, I'm gonna add gluten-free spaghetti from Higher Harvest by H-E-B. I'm going to push these down into the water, and I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes. When the noodles have been cooking for about 8 minutes, I'm going to pour in a splash of olive oil and then mix that around in with the noodles. And the 10-minute timer has gone off, so I'm going to go ahead and drain the noodles. Shake the excess water off, and then pour them back into the pot. And then I'm adding a 24-ounce H-E-B spicy red pepper pasta sauce. You can use any pasta sauce of your choice. Just make sure that it doesn't have meat, because the meat ones usually tend to have gluten in them. And then I'm going to stir that around and coat the noodles in the sauce. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the chicken out. And then I'm going to add pasta sauce on top of the chicken. I'm using the H-E-B pasta sauce, the garlic and herb. I've shredded up some mozzarella and Parmesan cheese and mixed that together, and then I'm just going to place about a handful of that on top of the chicken. I have all the cheese and sauce onto the chicken, and I'm gonna put it back into the oven until the cheese is melted. To the pasta, I'm gonna add some parsley, some Italian seasoning, and just mix those spices in with the pasta. The cheese is melted on the chicken and it's ready to come out of the oven. You can find the full recipe in the description box down below. And dinner is ready to be served. You have chicken Parmesan with pasta on the side. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of the cheese on top of the pasta. Enjoy, dinner is served. Thank y'all for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and let us know if you make chicken Parmesan. We'll see you next time in the kitchen.